We were gathered by the lake for an afternoon picnic. I'm so glad we made it back before the teachers could catch us. Right, if they caught us, they'd never let us out of our rooms again. Oh, well, maybe next time I'll get to have my alone time with my... I'll pass. I've got enough on my plate as it is. Won't argue there. Hey, what gives? Hey, keep it down, ladies. Luckily, it seems we were the only ones who witnessed Chitsuba sneaking out last night. I felt grateful that we could convince her to return with us. Alright, soon it'll be free period for everyone. Be careful around the lake. Please make sure no one falls in. The maids acted as chaperones, urging the students to be careful. We expect to see everyone back here at the scheduled time. Until then, enjoy your free time. Be safe, everyone. Yay, it's free time. Where should we go? I don't care. What do you think, Liliana? As long as we're together, I'm fine wherever. Okay, I heard of a cool spot near the lake. What do you say? Ooh, sounds nifty. Lead the way, Rotty. And on that note, welcome back to part 15 of Death End Request 2, where we're seeing more of the aftermath of, well, Chitsuba's story arc, I guess. Just right. It's so gorgeous. Rotty escorted us to a secluded scenic spot on the lake. Wow, it really is beautiful. How wonderful, Rotty. The afternoon sun sat over the tall green trees which towered above the glimmering lake. The sight was at odds with how creepy it all looked last night. Of course, isn't it lovely, Mai? It's okay, I guess. You're always too cool. You could learn to appreciate things, you know? Seems to me like Mai likes it just fine. Yeah, I guess. This is practically a date with Mai. The only thing that'd make this better is if you let me enjoy the view on your lap. If you're looking for pillows, I saw some rocks over there. You're cold. Obviously. Mai, Rotty, you never cease to entertain. Speak for yourself. This is torture for me. Is that so? Oh, give me a break, you two. Oh, I forgot to ask. How'd the prayer go last night? Notice anything weird? Nothing in particular, other than us praying until dawn. I see, thanks. Nothing in particular? Nothing to connect to Sanae, then. Hey, isn't that... In the distance we saw a familiar pair. Two girls walking hand in hand beside the shore where lake water foam bubbled against the rocks. Oh, it's Victoria and Chitsuba. They're holding hands. Think they made up? I'm sure they did. How beautiful. They seemed genuinely in love, so smitten they didn't even notice us watching. Man, they are something. I guess everything's fine after all. Isn't love grand? What? I don't get it. Mai, I wish you could understand the butterflies in your stomach. I don't need to understand. Come on, staring's impolite. Oh, you're right, it's early. Should we head back to the dorm already? Yeah, let's go. Come on, Liliana. Right, okay. I put my hand on Liliana and she grabbed a hold of it with glee. Hey, no fair, you two. Someone hold my hand. Then Rotty, want to take this hand? Very well. Liliana's in the middle. Aww. Wow, I'm surprised you handled that maturely. I'm the middle sister after all. Aww. I love these three dynamic. Oh, were you? And here I thought you were the baby. Too accurate. Hey, that's mean, you jerks. Liliana held both of our hands. We walked ourselves back to the dorm. A proper little trio of sisters, almost. Ignoring Rotty's crush. Victoria, about last night. What did Headmistress Midra want with you? Oh, last night? A few things. Did you want to know, Chitsuba? Yes, let me hear. I must know. What happened? Sure thing. You're my friend after all. So last night... Victoria's eyes were hazy, seemingly entranced as she recounted the events of the previous night at Chitsuba. What do you mean by that? You're kidding, right? Victoria? No, it's the truth. But she wants to keep it secret. Don't tell the others, okay? I'm telling you because you're my friend, Chitsuba. Victoria. Huh? Why? Why? That's horrible! Horrible! Wait, why are you so upset? What? You know why! You're my special person. That's why I mustered the courage to ask you out. Don't get so worked up. Calm down. Sit down, Chitsuba. Am I the only one who thought it was special? You really didn't like me. No, I do like you, Chitsuba, but with her, it's different. What? You should speak with Headmistress Midra too, Chitsuba, right? Maybe then you'll see what I mean. Victoria, you! Leaves crunch behind Victoria. Who's there? Ah! I hope everything's going great with Cheetah and Victoria. Beats me, I couldn't care less. What? Why not? Can't you appreciate their love? No way, I'm not interested in crap like that. Ugh, come on, open your heart up, Mai. A much needed interruption. Coming in. Mai, Rotti, something bad happened. It was Liliana who looked pale as she rushed into the room. What's wrong, Liliana? Is it more important than Mai and Mai's precious rendezvous? I'm sorry, do either of you two happen to know where Cheetah and Victoria are? No. Are you pulling something again? No, but I heard they haven't come home. It's past curfew. What? No way, they haven't returned? Didn't tell me they're still at the lake. Apparently no one else has seen them. High chance they're still out there. Seems odd for them to be out so late. Yeah, I agree. Something's wrong. Don't tell me they're in danger. Oh dear, I can't help but think the worst. Well, we know their last location. Should we search for them? Right, I bet they're having so much fun on their date they just forgot to come back. Let's convince them to head back so they're not in trouble with staff. Okay. Seriously, there's always something with these two. Alright, dress warm. And into the night we go with our next objective. Victoria, Cheetah, what could have happened? I don't know, but we need to get down there immediately, quickly now. But of course, before we do that, we got some optional dialogue to encounter. We were here earlier this afternoon. Is it the Lake Shores riverbed?
Oh, a safe point.
So, if you go the wrong way for a while, there's some extra dialogue. Whoa! Huh? What are you doing? Sheesh. Never took you for such a scaredy cat, Mai. You're just too adorable. Hey, Mai! Don't leave me behind.
Roddy, do it.
You know, Rotti, your lack of character is suspect. Rude! I do too have character. Yeah, if Rotti has anything, it's character. Thanks, Mai. That might have been backhanded, but thanks anyway. I love you! What Rotti lacks isn't character, it's reason. Ooh, well put. What? Over on the mountain path. Mai. What is it, Liliana? I noticed that you rarely pay attention to Rotti, so why do you spend so much time with her? I'm not spending time with her. It just so happens that I can't scrape Rotti off my shoe. Wow, that's just mean for someone you know you're going to love later on. But for better or for worse, Rotti is the only person who seems to stick around. Which you've admitted you appreciate. So, must be a force of habit, I guess. Interesting. You two are quite the pair, eh? Ah! Liliana, are you okay? There was an insect. This place scares me. It's a rhinoceros beetle, I think. Ah! Keep that thing away from me. Let's fall back. We're actually going the correct way. Why do Victoria and Cheetah are flirting? You don't want to be a nuisance, right? Don't be stupid.
Oh, a safe point.
And when actually getting to the lakeside, I just hope both Victoria and Cheetah are fine. I'm sure they will be. Gotta be. And that's all you get back here. There isn't one if you go to the women's dormitory, like north bit, which is odd that it's so odd specifically that bit doesn't get any, but it means less work for me. But we have got the entirety of the lakeside path today, and both of the 2 side quests remaining you want to have finished before you approach the boss at the end of here. And I'll show you where they are. It's an optional boss and a second collectible, and then we're done. But there's a lot more mines from this point onwards. And there's one particular arena, and I'm glad that it pops up at least once in this chapter, because I always like showing it off. And the only way to recommend how to handle it is don't move. Also, the skill Roti got is key to getting a very helpful skill for her. She just got a self-heal, where it will only heal herself, but for like a really good chunk. Do that, and 2 of the strongest group-wide heal spells that you should have by now. You will get a new skill. And one that's nice to have. I don't bother, well I say don't bother, it's more I don't get the chance to use those skills to get it straight away, but I do get it later this part. As we run on. And you may have noticed, and it is how this game is going to be running for a while, not for too much longer, like they don't commit to it for as long as you think they will. Each chapter is kind of episode based. Like the prologue in chapter 1 was introducing the general plot, but chapter 2 was very much Roti's story arc and finding out more about the town. Chapter 3 was Liliana and the kids and finding out what's going on with the church and introducing the kidnapper. This chapter's all about Victoria and Chitsuba. Like there is kind of an episode to it, but without jumping the gun, like I said, they only commit to this for like 1 or 2 more chapters, and then everything starts bleeding into the more overall plot from that point onwards. Even if there's still kind of an episode template, you'll understand what I mean better as and when we get to it. But this is the optional boss you can find to decide. When you enter the second area of the lakeside, just lean a left and you will find this thing. It isn't too bad, and the mines around the arena will do a lot of the work for you, because they'll do around 20,000 damage every time it hits one, as case in point. So just use physical attacks and aim it towards it. Although I had the potential to do the healing here, because everyone's at full health, I just went, I won't bother yet. I don't need the skill immediately. It's just another skill that's nice to have. And it's not Speed Starve, which is the skill that at the moment it is available to get as Roti I am getting, because that skill is amazing. Even if it can be a little situational, it's still a great skill. But indeed, this thing's already nearly dead. It doesn't have too much on it. The next turn will kill it, and it does the oddest thing. It has 3 turns, and it wasted all 3 of them moving to there. And I'm like, what? But I don't understand what happened with its AI there for it to decide to do that. Like, I don't know what I'm missing for it to think that was what it should be doing. But it dies as a consequence, and we just completely clean sweep that fight. But we get the Detramelia, which is what it drops for killing it, which is what you're turning in for the quest. There is a tiny chance that it won't drop that, and you will have to just leave the area and come back for it to respawn. But like I say, it's not that hard, so don't worry about it too much. I've never had it not drop it, but there's another optional boss later on that has not dropped it after killing it. I had to kill it again, which is why I just make that caution of it can happen to them. I don't know if it's every single one or if it's just that one later on, but for the sake of it, just be wary, but understand the thing will respawn. It does count as a normal enemy, per se. In arenas like this, when there's a crap ton of enemies and the entire edge is the mines, you absolutely want to do knockbacks into each other, because watch how this all springboards everywhere. The moment the explosions start going off, like, they just fly all over the damn place. And all of them have been hit like with at least 3 or 4 times overkill because of it. Some of them as high as 6. And oh, there's one of a 7 in there. So look how much extra overkill bonus experience we got from that. So now everyone's leveled up again. And also, to prove my point, look at how much Liliana's caught up to everyone. She was a whole 10 levels behind, and now she's only 5 levels behind. Like I said, she catches up. Even though she starts weaker, she does catch up. And she just learned Asta Plaza, which isn't the same as Asta League, but it's still a stage below that. You know, the Asta League, the most broken fucking skill Celica had in the first game. And you might notice, compared to other Let's Plays, I'm not cutting out as many encounters as I usually do. It's because there's more unique encounters or unique things I want to show off in the fights in this game than pretty much any other JRPG I've covered on this channel. Like, I know I didn't cut out as many encounters in Dragonstar as well, but that was because you spent so much of the game conscious of the time limit that I wanted you guys to be able to work out where the time limit was whilst I was playing. Which I'm grateful this game doesn't have any kind of time limit, so I can be more relaxed. And as I've said before, you do want to kind of fight every enemy you come across anyway, because there's a chance most of them will drop clear nodes, and clear nodes can be traded in for quests later on. And so just having them done now can save grinding later. Because there's like one where it asks you for like 50, I think. But we got a new weapon, and it's a good all-rounder, so I do equip it. If you decide to go the other path, it's a scripted Shadow Matter spawn, so I just kind of glance down there, then move away. Like to show you where it is.
Hey, a treasure box.
There's 1,000 any. Oh, off screen, I have cleaned up the episode chart to where we are as well, and it gave Liliana not 1 but 2 new weapons. But not that it matters, because we're about to get yet another new weapon for Liliana coming up, which is really good. Also, I didn't mean for her to glitch form here, which is why I just commit to what I was doing. I was like, look, I was going to just go through 3 Astaplazas. I'll just do it anyway, because I think you get Comet Fae from it. Comet Fang, even. You already got Comet Fae. Comet Fang's pretty good. It's a more magic-focused skill, and it's one of the more powerful ones. But we can't open that because we don't have a Cursed Ball, but the Cursed Ball is just if you lean a right over here. Oh, this is the fight I was on about. I was going to cut this fight out, because it's no enemies are new, but look at the arena. It's only mines. If you touch one, all of them will go off because they're all so close. So don't move. Don't touch the left stick. I'm going to end Liliana's turn, and because enemies can't trigger them on their own, they can only trigger them when they're hit. I'm going to wait for an enemy to get too close, like now, and then hit them with a knockback attack and just let the chaos play itself out. And just watch the slaughter. They went all over the place. All of them took thousands of damage and are like 6 times plus overkills. Oh jeez. Like, I love that arena. Anytime that arena shows up, I grin because it's like that's so much free damage. If you ever get that arena, as long as you don't move and get a knockback attack, you're pretty much guaranteed to win any fight. This is me getting a Muddy Double, which is what I wanted, and I'm glad I've got it now.
I see something.
I'll show off what Muddy Double is like later on. We got a boss fight, not today's part, but it'll be in the next part, which I will be able to try and show it off for you guys. But it's another supportive skill that I think used to be a Paragram shift, like a Code Jack shift skill even, that they've made their own, like its own skill now because they've got rid of code jacking. I'm curious to see if there's a third game, if they'll ever bring some of that stuff back. Because, like, without jumping the gun too much, every little scene we're seeing showing Lydia, like, in between chapters and scenes, that, like I said before, are only usually in New Game Plus. Without going into details, it's all teasing a third game. That's all it's doing. The entire of Lydia's side story that's going on that you only get in these NG Plus scenes, or if you've just got a completed save in the system, because this is a fresh save per se, it's just teasing the future. And so I'm kind of curious to see what they do in a third game, and how they handle it, and if they bring some of that stuff back. Because to be honest, I've said it before, but I drastically prefer this game over to the first one. It's heavily improved, and the biggest thing that improves it is that they deliberately shrunk down the scale to just make the smaller things more detailed. But we got a voice cutscene, so I've got to shut up for a while.
We're here. They have to be close by, right? Phew. Yeah, I think. I hope so. I pray we find them soon. It's probably quicker if we split up. Yeah, but exploring alone is risky. So let's stay within range of one another. Okay. That puts me at ease. I'll go to where I last saw them. Sure. We'll keep our eyes peeled around here too. Okay. Let's do it. If I remember correctly, they were here this afternoon. Victoria? Chitsuba? You out there? If they're not here, where could they be? What should I do? I felt this before. It's you. Oh! Victoria! Help! Help me, Chizuma! Hold on! Help! I can't swim! Help! Victoria! Chizuma! What? Victoria? Something happened with you and Headmistress Midra. What? No! Help! Chitsuma, thanks. Tell me, were you happy then? I was your girlfriend! Chitsuma! Help! Answer me! Victoria! Hey, Victoria. Does it hurt? Now you know how much it hurt me. So you have nothing to say. Now, Victoria belongs only to me. I share her with no one. She's all mine. Victoria, we'll be together forever. Mai? Hey, Mai! Are you there, Mai? What was that? Hey, you sick or something? Are you anemic? You look like you've seen a ghost.
What was that I saw? Did Chitsuba really push Victoria? Hell of a nightmare. It can't be real.
Mai?
Oops. Sorry, it's nothing. Keep searching.
Yeah, Liliana and I will keep looking, so don't worry.
I said I'm fine. You do worry too much.
But...
It was just a bad dream. The girls have to be safe. If they're not here, then they're a bit farther in the forest. Let's head in.
Don't you think you should take it easy, Mai? Mai?
Seriously, it's nothing. Come on, hurry up and find these girls before we get caught.
I have no idea why that one lone line in the middle of that of Liliana wasn't voiced. Like, I'm pretty sure it's a glitch, because the Japanese version, it is voiced properly. And I mean the Japanese release, not Japanese version, as in if you just play it with Japanese audio, which you can do. I like the English cast, so I don't. But the thing is, Idea Factory International don't have the best track record of releasing patches, so I think that's something that's just going to be left like that, which is why I didn't bother waiting to see if they would patch it through. That all being said, next time on Death End Request 2, we'll find out whether or not that vision Mai had was real or not, and whether Victoria and Chitsuba are actually safe or not. But until then, you guys take care now.